by some great friends of John and some good.
We can't mention them now, in case they change their mind about flagging it. But you know, the thing is that it's all the idea of organizing this, you know, naming names. I think the people who want to be tied to us, the great and good, have very seriously said, you know, there are risks involved. These are 7 young people who are going to get into a vehicle that they've sort of changed to accommodate them, and they're going to hit the road. And, you know, the idea is that if we flag them off and say bye-bye, everything is fine, the comment that was made is that as older people, we're saying that their trip is going to be guaranteed to be a success and nothing will happen to them. Now, you know, God forbid, if something were to happen to them, there's also the thing of making sure that, you know, as anybody who travels or around the world, we want all 7 to come back to Nigeria in 2 months' time in one piece. But it's worth saying in an article such as this that it hasn't all been foreign. We can name names. We've had
Desmond Tutu, as you mentioned.
Desmond Tutu, but within the Kenyan context, we've approached Mr. Patrick Obath of Kenya Shell, who's, you know, 99.9% of the way to saying he will give us a magic car to fill up in Shell stations on our way. We've talked to Mr. Peter Ndwati, who's 99% and another meeting away from saying that he might insure the 7. So that you know, just, you know, by their beloved patron picking up the phone, the responses to the phone calls that I've made have been very positive.
That's fantastic.
From, you know, very, very positive indeed. And the idea is that, again, there's something for something. The people who are putting their sponsorship or their support for the trip will be repaid in sort of business and marketing terms by a great flash. Everything that we'll say, say Shell did this for this, Resolution Kenya did this for this. Every, you know, we'll be mentioning. So, but basically saying, what is the buzzword? We talk about corporate social responsibility. So we're asking for companies to put their corporate social responsibility behind the youth, because that's the inspired, that's the way of the future, and happily people are responding.
And I think one of the things that we need to mention as an organizer, I mean as a youth foundation, is that we love Kenya. This is home, man. This is big, man.
Exactly. That's why you're coming back.
That's, you know, coming back. You know, I'm not going to go stop anywhere. And I think the president and the prime minister put a lot of effort in helping us improve our tourism. The minister of tourism has been all over trying to do something to improve the image of the country, and corporates have done something as well. I remember there was a lot of people, Kenya Airways, CMC Group, a lot of people did something to improve the image of the country. But then the young people who went killing people are the last and probably largest group that needs to stand up and say, yes, we take responsibility for what happened in our country. We may not agree with it, but then we need to do something to improve the image. And that's what we want to do as well, improve the image of our country as we do this. The element is primary, and it is a personal one, but the country's image is extremely large because we hold this country dear as our own. That's why I know 4 languages, and all 4 languages are Kenyan, you know, and that's why I'm proud to be, you know, Mwananchi or Kibaki. I'm a student of the country.
Fantastic initiative. I wish you all the best of luck, and your 6 other traveling companions. John, it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having us.
Very, very much.
Thank you for giving us a voice.
You shall have to come back and tell us about the trip.
Tutarudi. Say that in another 4 languages.
When are you coming back? When are you coming back?
Our arrival date is the 18th, back to Kenya.
November the 18th?
Yes.
Okay.
And so that's what we
look forward to seeing you back here.
It'd be nice to be back.
Healthy and happier. Excellent. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
They'll be back and we'll be back. Stay with us. It's a Bar Breakfast Show.